Good afternoon, Patriots. I was supposed to take a nice trip with my sister to Brooklyn today, but it got canceled. People aren't feeling well. There's a reason behind this. If you notice, um, nausea, anxiety, sleeplessness, almost anything that could bother you as a human, weariness, overthinking, cloudiness, mood swings. This is all part of the vibrations that are happening to the earth. I can't explain it as well as most. I can just tell you what's happening. There is supposed to be a dimensional shift, and we are supposed to be going through it. And it is this time that is happening. And a lot of this stuff it's very difficult to follow, very difficult to even believe, But then you have the evidence right there in front of you. My sister took a trip down the road, which is, for here, it's maybe about 10-15 minutes to go to the store. And because we are in the mountains in New Jersey, there are a couple of mountains in Jersey and Pennsylvania, believe it or not. We're about 600 feet up or something. And she got nauseous. So when she got back, she was like, I don't feel like going to Brooklyn. Understood. And she's been living here quite a while, so it's not the roads. And there's no snow or anything. It's beautiful out today. But I have friends. I've noticed people writing it in chats and in oh man, animals are dying. Animals are getting sick and dying. Our animal, our Archer, he was adopted. He was abused, poor thing, when he was before we got him. But just found out of nowhere he got diabetes. He just got sick and got diabetes. And this is happening to a lot of mammals. You have to fight it. It won't last long. You'll transfer. It won't last too long. It sounds crazy, but I actually went through it myself, and boy, it was nasty. But I've lived with anxiety at this point half my life. And I was told that people with extreme anxiety like me have always been awake, because we always sensed things were wrong. That makes a lot of sense. And if it fits your description, by all means, be proud of yourself. You've overcome a lot in your life. If it wasn't for this happening, I would not know what I was supposed to do with my life. The other thing I wanted to mention, since I stayed home, I was messing around on Facebook, and I always like to try to get new friends, especially those that know about Jacera Nacera or The Awakening. I'm trying to connect with others to bring them up to my level or higher, or whatever we have to do. And higher. That's not me, but I bumped into one psychologist. And he had 22,000 followers on Facebook. I won't name his name. I'm not that cruel. He was trying to sell something. It was obvious. I mean, he wrote back to me within minutes. Do you know about the QFS? Are you readily, the banking system's gonna flop soon. Are you ready for what you're supposed to put all your money into? And he called it some kind of gibberish acronym that I can't even remember at this moment. But I said, who the hell do you think you're talking to, buddy? I said, I hope you're happy using people. I argued with him. I don't care if you're a fucking doctor. In an indoctrinated world that matters to fucking me, no. And it shouldn't matter to any of you too. You guys should question your doctors more. I can't tell you what I've said to doctors, and I was half my age. But it's true, because they're only fucking human, okay? They're not always right. So this guy, he was telling me I was a liar. No, you did not. No, you did not. I was like, I know exactly who is in charge of what is happening in this world, and it is not you, my friend. You are making a healthy dollar by telling people gibberish. Do not buy into anything. GESARA, NESARA meaning national, GESARA meaning global, will happen on its own. You will be given money back. It's not like you're gonna... It's so hard to explain. I don't even know exactly how to explain it. To my knowledge, I believe what happens here is, let's say you took out a mortgage for your house. Interest on that mortgage is against the law. Do not put money into anything. Gold, your own stuff, fine. Don't listen to anybody. Like, you can listen to the old experts, gold, silver. There's some things that still apply, but anybody that's talking about QFS and the new money and the rainbow currency, and don't buy it, because they're making money for themselves. This is not how GESARA NESARA works. Everything I tell you, I do for free. I don't know if any of you ever believed in like tarot cards or palm readings or anything. You never ever go, because those are gypsies. You would go and here's like a silver dollar, let me have my palm read, right? That's what it would cost. No, a true empath would never ask you to pay. All right? We would suffer before we would ask you to pay. And that holds true to me. And I don't expect people to go starving. You know, you have to work right now. Eventually, it's not going to be exactly like that, and eventually is pretty soon. Wake up, people. Things are happening. As I always like to call it, Democrat dominoes, if they're not completely gone by now. So 2 things, right? To recap. Don't worry about feeling sick. You will fight through it. There's nausea, there's sleeplessness, you'll get through it, guys. It was pretty bad for me, and a couple of my friends, and apparently even my family, but we're getting through it, and you will too. And if you need help, I try my best to, if somebody asks me something, to answer it, but it's so much easier on YouTube if you can, because, I don't know, 200 political sites in Facebook and other places, Rumble and whatever. I can't possibly go back and read everything, so if you want to ask me here, there's tons of other people. There's so many more people that even are more awake than I am. Perhaps they don't teach as well, or I don't know why I'm here to help, but I am. So if there's any questions, just please don't be afraid to leave a comment here or join Women Warriors, Trump's Women Warriors on Facebook. My mods are fully awake. See how much I'm still upset with Derek Johnson saying only 10% of America is awake. He might be right, but I don't think so. No, I'm gonna say like 25, 30. And if anything, you see, he's talking about legislation too. That's not completely all about the awakening. You have to realize that there was evil, that there was a cabal, that there's child trafficking, that there's human trafficking, that there's underground tunnels. that there were people in charge. There were people in charge of the federal bank. There's inbred, 200 years of inbred families taking control of our politics and our TV, our media. Mockingbird, right? So there's all different levels of being awake. And oh, I gotta say 50, 60%. I know people that can't quite believe what's going on, but yet they do. In a way, somewhere in the back of their mind, they're like, but you told me this. And I'm like, aha! You're paying attention. So, I'm not a bullshitter. I'm just a regular, average gal from Brooklyn that happened to be awake at a very, very young age. We are in a matrix, and we have to help each other get out. And that's what this shifting is doing. And that's why a lot of people, even animals, are feeling sick. Okay? I love you guys. I hope I made some sense, as I always try to. I'm not a talker, I'm a writer, but I know it's just easier to get the information out like this. And since we got away with YouTube being a satire show, oh, all of this is make-believe, by the way. Alright, I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and take care. I'll see you soon.